Okay, joined by Jacob Starling. We can fire away with questions. Use the raise hand feature. We'll start with Patrick Mason, please.
Hey Jacob, I know you guys are, elimination game backs against the wall here. So, I mean, how good was it just to score some early runs and then be able to hang on at the end?
It was great. Zach Root gave us a really good start for his first time out there in like 6 weeks. So it was great to see him back out there, and offense was just relentless the whole game, and we got a W.
What does it do for you guys when you do see a guy like Zach Root coming back? And I know you guys got Wyatt back the other day as well. I mean, does it just kind of feel like you guys are, pulling together as a team at this point?
Yeah, for sure. I think it puts all the players in a good headspace to see him back out there and just competing and doing what they love to do.
What was it like to play in this game, without head coach? I know it must have been maybe a little weird, but maybe you guys didn't notice it. I guess just kind of walk me through what that was.
Coach Godwin's gave us all the tools to go out there and play, so we don't need him to go out and play our brand of baseball. But he's done a great job of just preparing us for moments like this, and players are just mature and we know how to handle our business.
Coach, thanks for giving us a few minutes today. Can we just start with your thoughts on the game, please, and then we'll open up to questions.
Yeah, I thought, it was huge for us today to get off to a strong start. Zach gave us a really nice start on the mound and came out and as Star mentioned, after that long of a layoff for him, especially in his first two innings, just really, really sharp. And that's, unusual, right? But Zach's super talented and he's sharp. He's going to have a lot of success. So really, really good to see that. And then I thought the offense, Coach Gowan, Coach Lartigue, Coach Packer, they put together a really nice plan, I thought, offensively. And we had some success, off of that their starter at our place, really just last week. And so I think they had some confidence going into it, but really 1 through 9, I thought we executed early on with their first two arms and really made it tough on those pitchers. So when this offense does that and they execute the plan at a high level up and down, they're very, very difficult to keep off the scoreboard. So, but I thought between Zach and the offense getting us off to a good start, obviously that held up over time, and that was really, really important for us. And just super proud of those guys in the bullpen coming out. And, Kaler gave us some big outs, D'Lo and some young arms, Colby, and some young guys there in the middle, in some big spots, right? Putting up some zeros and just kind of grinding through and battling through their lineup and obviously giving the ball off to the veteran, Danny Beal. I just thought, again, the guy's just been a workhorse for us and, giving him the ball in really every big spot here with some of the injuries that we've had over the last few weeks. And you saw that experience play out during the course of the ninth inning, having to go through their top and middle of the lineup with some guys on base. First couple guys get on and he just kind of navigates it and continues to execute, and just a tip of the cap to him for getting it done.
Open up to questions, please. Use the raise hand feature, and we'll start with Patrick Mason.
Coach, so when Zach Root goes out there to throw, obviously you want him to do well, but what's kind of the main thing that you're looking for, when he's throwing?
Look, you just want to make sure he's feeling good and healthy, right? And he wouldn't have gone out there if there wasn't a build up to it to make sure that Zach felt good. And but when he's out there, you're just kind of watching to make sure they're sharp, right? Make sure their stuff is good and the velocity is where it needs to be, the command is where it needs to be, and that was evident pretty quickly, right? With Zach today, that he had his good stuff. And again, that's honestly a little bit unexpected, not because of Zach, but just because of the layoff that he had. So for him to go out there and do that was very, very impressive, much needed. But those are some of the things you're just kind of keyed in on to make sure he's able to not only go out there, but do it in a healthy manner and obviously be effective.
Next to Kason Rameli, please. And I apologize if I messed that pronunciation up, Kason.
All good. Coach, just talk about how big Ryan McChrystal has been down here in Clearwater first couple games of the tournament.
Yeah, Ryan's really gotten us jump started in just about every game, offensively. So, he's back there. He's out of the DH role today. He's back behind the dish. And I thought not only was it the swings offensively, right, the big swing to center that got us going, but also throwing a guy out right on the base pass and early on in the baseball game to kind of halt one of their rallies. So I just thought he's been huge for us, from start to where we are right now throughout the entire tournament, both offensively and now defensively behind the dish today.
Okay, next to Bubba Rosenbaum, please.
Coach, congrats on the win. Obviously, they're late. Ryson made it a 1-run game, and then you had a big 2-out RBI by Joey Brini.
Yeah, it's huge, right? JC just misses the home run, right? He comes up just a tick short for the home run. He's on second base, and really, didn't execute there with a couple outs. But really, I really give Hamilton a lot of credit. Tyler Hamilton, their third arm, I thought he was tremendous. And really, we were rolling offensively pretty good, and he went out there and just kind of shut us down for 5 and gave Rice an opportunity to get back in the baseball game. I thought he was extremely sharp. I would assume that's one of his best outings of the year, if not the best. And but Joey, just a huge swing. And Joey will do that at times, right? He'll get himself a good pitch to hit. He'll jump him and got a huge swing there, which obviously ended up being a big run for us.
That's Patrick Mason.
You guys have had a lot of success against Rice over the past week. I think you guys played them 5 times in the past 6 games. But I mean, even despite that success, I guess what are some challenges playing a team so often in such a short time frame?
Yeah, I think, right, it's one of those situations where you learn as you go a little bit, and there's really nothing to hide at that point, right? You're playing your 4th and 5th time, and I think if you look at Rice really over the course of the season, I thought offensively they really, at least down the stretch here, battled at the plate and made it harder on our pitchers, right? Found a lot of pitches off, and they play the bunt game, right? They do a lot of the things, honestly, that we do, right, in our program. So, rather than just kind of standing up there and swinging and being a little bit easy to defend, they kind of play the game a little bit. They make you shrink the field a little bit defensively and put a little bit more pressure on you on the defensive side. So, but I thought today our pitchers did a nice job of managing some of those situations. But anytime you play somebody 5 times in, gosh, I don't know, less than a week, a little over a week's time, it's one of those things where you just got to go out and play your brand of baseball, right? Both, there's nothing to hide. Both guys know what's effective, what isn't, and it really comes down to who can execute at a higher level.
Okay. Another one from Kasem.
Coach, Chrisman got the start at third because of the suspension, and Cam got the start at first. Just how important is it to have that depth and in the corners and the infield going into this tournament and then regional week next week?
Yeah, I mean, obviously you lose Dixon today, and it's a situation where you're trying to figure out, right? Colby plays a lot of third base as well, but we needed him to be able to pitch today, so that was something where and you really still have Nate Chrisman, a great defender and a tough out at the plate to play there, and Cam gives us a little bit of energy off the bench, right, to come out and puts a big swing on early in the baseball game for an RBI, 2-out RBI. So just those guys, they're experienced. You can put them in really any role. They can handle it. They can play defense, right? I thought Nate gave us some really good at bats today. The one at bat, right, where he's fouling off a ton of 3-2 pitches. You just never know how those pitches wear on that pitcher over the course of time. And does that help Joey Barini get that hit, right? Is he a little more tired later on in that inning? And I guess that would be the 7th when Joey puts a swing on it. So, he got hit by pitch, right? Just did all the little things. And to your point, to have that kind of experience and those guys that can do some things, some different things, right? Different tools as well that they bring to the table. It's you're excited for them to get that opportunity and to see them go out and have success is really cool.